She found Hey, okay. I am on StreamYard, y'all. And this is my first time, so I'm a little confused. But I want to make sure I was on time so y'all don't feel like, I've been here a year that I'm not on Ghana time. You know what I mean? So, yes, Aquava, my friends, Maydeen, Day, Candid Jewel, join me on my journey. It has been a long day, but I'm so happy to be here. And I feel like this conversation is about to be lit. Okay. Lit, lit. So definitely, if you are not a subscriber, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe. What's up, Northern Star? Thank you for being here. Yeah, I got my notes, y'all, because let me tell you, I decided that I wanted to have a conversation, okay, about this $150 COVID test that you get when you arrive in motherfucking Ghana, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. For everybody that is here, if you do not know me, my name is Jewel. I moved to Accra, Ghana, about a year ago. It's been over a year now, a year and 3 months plus. And yeah, so they opened the borders. When they opened the borders, they opened the borders here in Ghana on the 1st of September last year, right? And since then, okay, Northern Star. I'm happy that you're already saying that because I definitely feel the same way as well. But I want this to be like an open conversation. So if anybody wants to get on live, and have a conversation with me about this, um, definitely feel free to do so. I'm really not even sure how to do that. Hopefully, you can see something that tells you how to do that. But yeah. So for people that do not know, when you come to Ghana, this is because of COVID, right? Because when you come to Ghana, you are required to get have a visa. I'm sorry, a passport and a tourism visa, right? And that runs about like $150 for multi-entry. You need a yellow fever vaccine as well, which if you get it in the States, it's about $300. If you get it in Ghana at the airport, like if you wait until you get to the airport in Accra, it's 100 cities, which is like $20. It's like 17 to $20, right? Now, because of COVID, Ghana is also requiring everyone that if you fly into Ghana that you must get a COVID test before you leave your country, right? You also have to pay $150 for a COVID test that you'll take when you arrive in Ghana, right? And that's what the conversation is about. Yes, it's been more than a year that they've been collecting this fee, but now it's really becoming like an issue for me myself because I'm traveling back and forth between Ghana and the States very regularly, right? And when the borders were closed, the president was telling everybody weekly, the different updates. And ever since the borders have opened, it's kind of like dwindled down to like once a month, maybe every other month, things like that. But they've never made like an update to, this COVID $150 test when you arrive in Ghana. Like even if you're vaccinated, not vaccinated or unvaccinated, you still have to pay that 150 if you are a non-ECOWAS passport holder, which means that the ECOWAS is a group of countries in Western Africa that are allowed to go to different countries within Africa without a visa, right? Like a Western Africa passport. Um, but for those people, like for instance, like I'm Liberian, right? If I had a Liberian passport, I would be able to come to Ghana and only have to pay $50 for my COVID test. Now, this is what happens. Okay, let's go through the process because a lot of people are also coming in December. So let me tell you what happens. So you're gonna get to the airport. So for instance, I left from JFK. So I'll go to JFK. I'll present my negative COVID test within I think it's 72 hours. And then when you check in, they also want to see a receipt that you paid for your COVID test, which again is $150 for when you arrive in Ghana, right? Ghana wants a PCR test. They do not want one of those rapid tests. But when you get to Ghana, you're taking a rapid test. And I guess that's really my issue too, because I'm having to take a PCR test within a certain amount of time, and that's very hard. Sometimes, you don't get those tests back in time all the time. But you can't take a rapid test when you're leaving the States or any other country. So, but they do give you one when you get to the airport. Okay, when you get to the airport, you take that rapid test. You wait, but in the process of you waiting, you're getting your bag. You are clearing customs, and that's really it, right? And you're waiting for your number or your name, your passport number, to come up, letting you know that you have either tested positive or you tested negative. Hey Ty, hey girl, thank you for being here. So yeah, let me see. Jocelyn, Joycelyn, hello. I was in Ghana last week for some look. Right? Okay. Okay. I'm so happy that um you agree with me, because it's definitely an issue. I think it's an issue, and I love that you are agreeing with me. Northern Stars, well, Ty, you already know what up. Brick House Posse, shout out to the posse. Also, I went through um also what I went through at the airport arriving was necessary in my opinion. Also, what I went through at the airport arriving and leaving. Please tell me about your experience, and if you want to get on video, definitely let me know, and I can figure out how to do that. But let me know how your experience was, because I've done it quite a few times. And I honestly feel like the process has gotten faster and smoother. But that 150 though, that 150 is crazy. And this December, December is like a big time for Ghana, because since it's a Christian country, they are really big on Christian holidays, for example, Christmas, right? So this year they're expecting 150,000 foreigners to arrive, right? So that means 150,000 times $150. This is how much they're going to get, y'all. This is how much they're going to get. I had to do King Anon sent me um, I don't even know how to say this number. So if y'all know the number, let me know. But that's how much Ghana is getting, right? If they really get 150,000 visitors, which I'm sure they will. Maybe, I don't know. Last year, the country was open. I'm not sure if they had that many, last year. Ghana has done recently well controlling COVID. The land borders are closed, from my understanding. Please see the 150 at the airport as protection fee getting into the. Okay, Dado. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's have a conversation about that, because you are right. The land borders are closed, right? So again, that means that if I want to go to Togo, which is about almost 3 hours drive, I'm not able to do that. I can't cross the borders, because the land borders are closed. They've only opened the borders for air travel. Now, I'm assuming it's because it's going to be very hard for them to, get the extra 150 for a COVID test. It's going to be too much of a hassle, too much of a headache, right? So they've closed the border. So the only way that you can actually come in is through air, right? I definitely feel like that's kind of like, especially for me. Again, I travel back and forth a lot because I'm on a tourist visa. When you're on the tourist visa, you're only able to be in the country for 60 days. If the land borders were open, all I would have to do was cross the borders to leave the country and then get the stamp to come right back, right? So it wouldn't be, as much of a hassle or cost for me if that was an option. Now, as far as the 150 COVID protection, does it really have to be 150? When you are an ECOWAS passport holder, it's $50, right? And us coming from the States, a lot of our tests are free as well. And then I'm taking a test. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to, I'm taking a test before I arrive in Ghana. Dado. I'm taking a test before I come, right? So I'm taking a test and proving that I'm negative. So it is extra protection. We're trying to keep everybody safe. It's extra protection when I get to the airport to retest again. But it wasn't even necessary for me to take the first test then. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, too, this is what's also happening. So if I take a flight, there's a lot of flights, like say, for instance, South African Airways. They no longer do the route if they're even open anymore. But they had a flight that went from Washington Dulles in the United States to um, Cape Town, South Africa, right? And you made a stop in Accra. All passengers, right, that go to the airport in Dulles do not have to take a COVID test. The only ones that must take a COVID test when you're flying on that route to South Africa are the ones that are going to Accra. So if I'm sitting in the window seat and the person sitting at the aisle seat is going to South Africa, we're going on the same airplane. She has different requirements to get on the airplane than I do. I'm having to show a COVID test. I'm having to pay for $150 for the COVID test. She's not. What if I'm getting the COVID from her that's sitting right next to me? And then when I get to the airport and they're giving me the test, I come up positive. I feel like if anybody that is getting on an airplane, going through to go to wherever they want to, and they need to go to a crowd, they need to take a test, right? They need to take a test. Let me go back up and see what she said. Janetta, hey Bashira. Janetta says, aren't they even picking and choosing who tests positive, and then they have to go and pay for that ridiculous hotel? Now I don't know if they're picking people. I don't know about that, but I have heard K Squad, Kavisha, she did make the a comment in our a video that me and her did together, and she did mention that her husband tested positive, and her kids did not test positive when they arrived in Kotaka. But she was saying that they were like, if you sort me out, what I mean, if you do this, if you pay me some money, what I mean, then you'll be okay. So she's saying that the paper said it was positive, but she doesn't feel like that he was actually positive because they were all together, and they all tested negative before they came. So I don't really know. And I honestly feel like those rapid tests, how accurate are they really? You know what I mean? And that goes back to, again, if you're wanting me to take a COVID test prior to leaving the country I'm leaving from, you're not wanting a rapid test because it's not as accurate, right? You're wanting a regular PCR test where I have to wait for it and it's not like, instant. So are the ones at the airport even that accurate? And I don't know this, but are PCR tests and are rapid tests more expensive than a PCR test? I don't know that either. It can't be more than $50 if the ECOWAS people are getting that test for $50, right? I don't know. Okay. So did you cancel your trip, Janetta? Janetta said she canceled her trip last year. But did you cancel it because of the 150, or you thought you were going to test positive? Why'd you cancel it? Okay. Northern Star says greed. Northern Star. I don't know. Is that what it is? I want to understand. And again, this has been in place for more than a year now, right? It's been in place for more than a year now. As soon as the borders opened in September 1st, 2021, this has been the policy, right? It's been 150 if you're a foreign resident or a foreign visitor. But again, the price is up there. You know what I mean? Especially compared to the ECOWAS passport holders. And Ghana wants to be the number one place for tourism. They want to be number one for Western Africa, known for tourism. And so that means they want us to come. They want foreigners to come and visit. But that 150 is kind of steep, especially when you're knowing that you're having to pay for these other things like a visa. You know what I mean? You're having to pay for a visa. You have to pay for this yellow fever vaccine. It was something else you got to pay for. I mean, I guess if you don't have a passport, you have to pay for this passport as well. The ticket, So wouldn't it make sense to come down on the price? And if you're vaccinated, like that, I feel there should be some type of exception, some type of leeway, But maybe it's greed. I don't know. Nappy says, Dota, I beg, the 150 is not protecting and controlling the COVID. America, Ghana, and other countries gave Ghanaian millions of vaccines for free. China and others have Ghana free PCR test kits for free. Okay, so maybe they're profiting off of free COVID tests. But it was something else I wanted to mention. I can't remember, but I'm sure it'll come up again. I'm sure it'll come up. Let me see. Janetta. You really cancel your trip because 150. Hey, 150 is not no little money. Okay. 150 is not no little money at all. That's more than 500 cities here, and I could do a lot with 500 cities in Ghana. Okay. So if that's the reason why, I understand. And that's the thing though. Like, does Ghana really want to deter, foreigners from coming to visit by charging 150? You know? The PCR test. Okay, she said she canceled. Let's see. She said she canceled because of work and couldn't. Okay, so you're talking about that you were gonna have to quarantine when you're coming back, right? Yeah. Okay, let me get this. And you know what? I don't really like comparing Ghana to America because it's definitely very, very different. But starting November 8th, America is opening their borders to foreigners, right? Green or like Ghanaians that have like, what is it called? A visa to travel to America, right? Whatever the visas are called. So they are saying that they don't need a COVID test to come to America. They just need to be fully vaccinated. They got to show their vaccine card. They're not asking for a COVID test, but if you're not vaccinated, you still have to go ahead and take a COVID test, and it has to now be within 24 hours. They're not. I mean, I just feel like, I really do feel like sometimes the world just needs to be open for everybody, and everybody just needs to be on the same page, especially when these things are changing from country to country. Let's see. But yeah, if anybody wants to get on video with me, I am here. We can talk about this. But I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page when it comes to what's expected when you're traveling this December, or even now. I thought you only had to take. What should I say? I thought you only had to take the YF vaccine once in 10 years. Girl, maybe. I don't even know. Honestly, it's required to come to Ghana, but I've been to South Africa and it wasn't required. I don't even know how long it's good for. I didn't even know about the yellow fever vaccine, honestly, until I came to Ghana. I didn't, because it wasn't something that I needed. So yeah, I don't know. Right. That's what I'm saying. Doda. Dado. Listen. 150 is steep, but she did say that it's more because of the quarantine when she's arriving back into, I guess, the States. So, yeah, dang, 24 hours. Okay, so, yeah, so November 8th, they've changed it now that you have to take a test within 24 hours, which is really not too bad here in Ghana, though, because you can get a test that morning. So that's what I've been doing. I've been taking the test before my flight. So if my flight leaves like at 10:30 at night, I'll go to the airport clinic right outside the airport and get it at like 10:30, and I'll pick it up right before I go to board. So it's really not that bad here. It is excuse me. It is more expensive. I think it's like $80 if you're getting it, so close to departure. But you know, in the States, it's hard for you to get the same day, and the same day ones are considered rapid tests, and Ghana doesn't accept those. So I definitely feel like it might be a little easier, to get a COVID test here quickly than it is in the States. Okay, so everybody get off of Dado's neck. He apologized. He apologized. So yeah, I don't really know. I definitely feel like I would love, to see things change, especially for me because I'm traveling back and forth so often. 150 can be expensive because I'm having to take a test each time, and I just feel like it even makes me more leery at times when I'm traveling back into Ghana because I text negative, at the airport, or when I get to the airport, I show a negative COVID test. But if I'm sitting next to somebody that's going to a different country and it's not required for them to have a COVID test, I'm holding my breath on the airplane because how do I know that the person next to me is not, doesn't have COVID? And then when I get to the airport and I take my test and pay 150, okay, then it comes out positive, and then I got to incur another cost by having a quarantine at the hotel. Like, I just feel like if you're gonna go through Ghana, take the test. You know what I mean? Make it required, take the test. But also, if you are, make exceptions to those people that are vaccinated. You know what I mean? Especially like the states is doing for, Ghanaian people that are coming to the states. Okay, yeah, Janelle. Let me see how I can go ahead and get you on here, girl, because I'm not even sure, honestly. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it. What up, the plug? Listen. So I put that there. Let me see if I can pin this. But yeah, I definitely would love to talk to you, especially because you're one of the people that I'm sure Ghana wants you to come. You know what I mean? They done open the doors for us to come, get comfortable, but this COVID test, I feel like it definitely is a deterrent. It definitely is a deterrent. And I'm very curious to know, like, 150,000. I wonder how many people are actually going to end up coming. Um, and you know what? I meant to do this earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the COVID numbers here because, to my knowledge, they're declining. Now, one thing I can say about Ghana, well, I can say a lot about Ghana actually, but a really good thing when it comes to COVID here, um, is that they're serious I feel like when you go into like stores and stuff like that, you have to wash your hands, you got to use hand sanitizer, you got to have a mask on, they even take a temperatures. Okay, I definitely feel like that is the way to go ahead and protect everybody. I feel like when I'm in the States, they're not doing that. They're not making you wash your hands before you walk into a building, unless we're not going to, I mean, I'm not going to every state, but I know that this last trip I went to the states, I went to a lot of different states, and when nobody asking you to wash your hands or taking your temperature before you walk into the store. But yeah, this is
Hey, Queen, can you
the
hear me?
stream. If y'all want to, hey, I can hear you.
Hey. So I
Can
just
everybody
wanted
hear
to,
you though? Because I don't even know.
okay. I just wanted to clear
Go
it
ahead.
up. This is not my first time. That was not my first time going to Ghana. You know, as much as you travel back and forth, it's a grip. Going to Africa is a grip. So, the 150 is not a lot. My whole thing was I had a limited time off of work. I was going to visit friends, and I could not chance being quarantined in Ghana. They were doing the 2-week quarantine if you tested
Oh
positive, and then I wouldn't have been able to visit because of the time that I had off work. So no, but this. Go ahead.
no, so you're saying like when you were coming in, you were worried about having a quarantine when you got here.
Yes, because well, I think they still doing it now. If you test positive, they take you to
Oh
the
yeah,
hotel. So I
yeah. So
didn't
you were
do.
worried about testing positive and having a
Yes,
quarantine.
yes,
Mm.
because K
And
and
that's
K
how I am
Squad,
too.
she was not the first one that I've heard that happened to. So I was kind of leery, and my friend there, we were just like, no, we didn't want to chance it, spending all of that money to come, and then I have to come back to the States without even having visited. So that's why I canceled.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing that they're doing,
Okay.
girl, that's a moneymaker. That's gonna go on until I you can just especially after the first of the year. They're gonna keep doing
Don't
this.
say
But
that. Don't
I'm
say
I'm
that,
sorry.
girl. Don't say.
I'm sorry. That is
So do
sad.
you think that they'll change things though? Like, do you feel like, they're really encouraging people to take the vaccine, right? So do you think that with them implementing like different mandates, they're not really like forcing it or they're not mandating it here in Ghana, but do you think that because a lot of people are getting vaccinated that they'll eventually make an exception or even like lower the price? Like, what do you think?
That can get kind of sticky because I'm one of those that don't. I'm not gonna get vaccinated unless I have to. So
Hmm.
I would rather pay, but what I'm saying is with them having that in place, even if they do the vaccine passport, excuse me, I think Ghana is going to continue to do that because that's bringing in so much money to them. Look what you just calculated. I
Girl,
mean,
okay. I don't even know how to say the number, okay?
yeah, so look what you calculated. That's a way to bring in money, and we know the type of things that go on there. I love it, don't get me wrong, I love it, I love it, but it is what it is. It's a way to bring in
Yeah.
money. So
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
it
But thank
definitely
you.
makes it hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for giving your input though, girl, because you're right about that, quarantining, because that's the same thing with me. Like I said, you never know who you're sitting next to. You don't know
Hmm.
who you're sitting next to. And with these airplanes, how they're saving money by taking one airplane to go like a long distance and then make a stop in Accra. So, but if I'm gonna sit next to somebody, I feel like everybody on the airplane needs to be tested negative to get on the airplane, because I'm. And then what if I get there and I don't have the money to be paying for that 2 weeks stay?
Exactly. You got to pay for the 2 weeks,
They're
and
gonna send me
then
back
if
to
you,
America.
that's what I don't know. And another thing is, what if you have a glitchy test? It was just a lot of variables that I was just like, I literally canceled the week I was leaving. I just, it wasn't sitting right in my spirit. And I knew once I had
Hmm.
that feeling, I was like, you just better not go. So I hadn't even planned to come back because I was trying to let everything die down, but we'll see. We shall see.
It's, girl,
But
it ain't
thank you
dying
for letting
down.
me
Like you
come
said,
on,
this
girl.
probably will be implemented for a while. Thank
Probably
you,
will.
thank you, thank you, thank
All right.
you.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Yeah, I think that if they open these land borders, though, it would make life so much easier. It would make life so much easier. But it definitely is. It's easy money. It definitely is easy money. And like me myself, where I live here and I travel back and forth to the States, it's like I'm gonna pay that money. As much as I hate paying it, I'm gonna pay that money. But yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I wanted to see the COVID numbers because last time I checked, they were going down. Now I don't know about. I've been trying to follow like the state stuff too, but I know that's a whole nother ball game because I don't know if they. But did y'all know they were mandating this vaccine for different employers and things like that. Now they extended it so that people that aren't yet vaccinated, they extended it to January 4th for employers to make it mandatory. Gerard, let me go ahead and post this one. Gerard says, have been following for a few weeks now. Thank you. Um, e-visa, yeah, I think it's already implemented. I think you can go ahead and go on to I moved here from DC, so I would say DC, but you can go onto the DC embassy's website and you go ahead and apply online for your visa. It's definitely a simpler process now. I don't know if it's as fast. It might still be the same amount of time, but I definitely feel like it was long overdue for them to do that. Joycelyn said that December is gonna be crazy. The airport gonna be crazy. People here in the States are too dramatic. What you mean? Okay, Dado. No, opening land borders with poor supervision could worsen the COVID situation in Ghana. Okay, okay, let's say that that's true, right? Let's say that that's true. How could we change that? How can we make it safer to make sure whoever's coming in is, not bringing the virus, right? Why not let them take the COVID test before they cross the borders? Not even at the border, like the 150, like the right there. Why not show proof that you are negative? Wouldn't that stop it? Because people are coming here, you know what I mean, and they're showing that they are negative. Why can't we just do it at the borders? Show that they're negative. I don't think that that should be that hard, but I think that really it is that they don't have enough staff or personnel to go ahead and test everybody that is crossing the borders. They can't do that. Okay, before I forget again, let me look at these COVID numbers because to my knowledge, they're going down. And let's just say that this 150 is for our protection. I'm sorry, the 150 is paying for our protection for the COVID test when we get to the airport. Again, does it cost that much? Does it? I thought somebody said something about that. Did somebody say something about the COVID test? Like the actual test? Oh, okay. I think Nappy was saying that they were getting free COVID tests, COVID vaccine testing kits free from different countries. And if that's the case, they profiting from that. You know what I mean? They're profiting, let alone by just getting those donations for the of the test. You know, Like I said, I love Ghana. Like I honestly, I've been here a year now. I've been here a year now, and I've been back and forth between Ghana and the States more than 10 times. Let me do the math because that even sickens me that I'm paying 150 every time I come in here. That's $1,500. That is more than, I don't know what that is in cities. Let's say 2,000 cities. That's more than 2,000 cities. I don't even know what the conversion is. But I'm definitely spending money by going back and forth, and it would be easier on me and my pockets, But I definitely feel like something needs to change. I don't know who I need to talk to, and voice my concerns. If you got anybody here watching knows, I definitely feel like more people will come and visit. You know what I mean? You got to think about you're already paying for a visa to come here. You're already paying for a visa, and now you're adding these additional costs. And I'm taking a test already telling you that I'm negative. So you're wanting extra assurance that I'm negative when I get here, and you want me to take a test here. Okay, that's fine. I'll take another test. But can we bring that price down a little bit? Can we bring it down to $50 like the ECOWAS people? I need that. Okay. Joycelyn says, I heard the company that is administering the test set the price. The government asked they reduce the price, but the company refuses. Not sure if it's true, but that's what I heard. You know what? Let me talk about Jocelyn first. Then we'll go ahead to Dan because I feel like you're a troll. But you know what? I did feel like I did see something that people are like not necessarily protesting, but like voicing their concerns about the test and asking to be brought down. I haven't heard like the reason why they weren't able to, but I definitely will look into that. I'm actually gonna screenshot that because um, I wonder who they are. If it's a company, I feel like it gotta be something. It's something, but I know that I would think that Ghana is still getting something from that money, right? I don't know, but if it is another company that's doing it and they set their prices, then we gotta talk to that company because 150. You know what I mean? Like, but Dan, let's get to you, Joycelyn. Thank you for your comment. Let's go to you, okay? Let's go to you. I'm curious. Now, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, okay? But maybe you're Ghanaian, so you know the conversion for 150, okay? Please tell me, is that cheap? Is that cheap? And how can you tell anybody what's going to hurt their pockets? Because I can tell you right now, to your Ghanaian people, 150 is a lot of motherfucking money. Okay, so stop playing. And I'm sure you're a troll. Okay, because if you weren't a troll, your picture will be there. Okay, that's all I got to say to you. I ain't gonna go there with you. I ain't gonna go there. But like I said before in other videos, I go toe to toe. Okay, we can go toe to toe. You not even serious. If 150 ain't hurting your pockets, cash at me. Okay, there go right there at Ken and Jewel. Cash at me 150. So when I come back next time, it's on you. Please. Sherelle, what up though? That's my editor. Shout out to her. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Because no damn shit's 150. Okay, we are going through a pandemic right now. Okay, people are still losing their jobs because or quitting it. Well, people are quitting their jobs, because they can't take the vaccine. 150, 150 is a lot of money. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Joycelyn definitely says they're getting a cut, which they probably are. I would hope they are. I would hope that if Ghana is not the one that's setting the price for the 150, that the company is breaking them off of something. Okay, they're breaking them off of something. They got to. Yeah. Dan, you're a goofy. You're a goofy. Okay. I really want to go in on you, but I'm not even going to do that because I'm going to go ahead and tone it down a little bit because again, I know that you're a troll, so you just want to want to get that out of me, but you're not even gonna get that energy. But you know what? We got to talk about Afrochella. I don't know how much an Afrochella ticket is because I've never been. I've been to Afro Nation though, okay? And I paid, I think, maybe $300 for a 4-day concert. Okay, definitely worth it. Afrochella again is a festival and it's an experience. Okay, now the Moving Peak. Never been to Moving Peak other than to go swimming. African Americans that are paying that again, they can afford it, right? Again, it's an experience, and they're going there because they also are going to get a level of customer service that they're not going to get at a cheaper hotel. Okay, so again, these really don't even go hand in hand. We're talking about $150 COVID test. Anyway, Joycelyn says, "Oh, my bad, girl. I said it before. I said it before. I had to pay 350 cities for the PCR to leave Ghana. How much do you pay? Okay, let me do the conversion. 350 cities. And you know you got to shop around from the COVID test now, especially here. Okay, you pay 350, which is 57 US dollars. Where did you go to get your test? Because and then how soon in advance? Like when did you get it from your flight? Because I got my test. I usually get my test at the airport. So there's an airport clinic that's right outside the airport, and I pay 488 cities, which is about $80. And I go in the morning and I get it that night. So it's within the same, the same day. Anthony says go to Namibia. You don't have to pay that much for a COVID test. How much is it there? How much is it there? Because um, I know there's certain countries that you do have to pay that COVID test on arrival. I think Nigeria you have to as well. I think there's more African countries that you don't need it. I think you, if anything, they're not even looking for a COVID test to show that you're negative when you leave. But how much is it for the test there? Everything in Accra is overpriced, girl. I'm still indifferent about that statement. Because I feel like I'm just moving here from DC, and I feel like DC is like the most expensive place in the world. But yeah, y'all, I don't even want to post this Goofy's messages because he a goofy, but I'm gonna let him go ahead and keep commenting though, okay? Because he over here pushing this video. So thank you, Dan, the troll Dan. We're not related, but guess what? She is my editor. She's a amazing editor. So again, shout out to her, Cheryl Designs, right? Cheryl and Friends on Instagram. You're a goofy. Let me see. Sherelle. I keep saying Cheryl. Sherelle, Accra is the second most expensive city in the world. I heard that. I don't really know if I believe that, girl. Do you believe that though? I don't even believe that. Joycelyn says, I said the Labadi Beach Hotel and they called someone to come to me. Oh, okay. So they came to your hotel. Okay. So I'm sure you're African American, right? You didn't stay at the Moving Peak and it was nice, right? Mm-hmm. And it was cheaper than the Moving Peak. Anthony says $50. I think you're saying about the COVID test. And half the shit's overpriced because Accra is getting more and more attention. Now, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. And you know what? While I'm on it, I'm gonna go to my Instagram too because that came up. That definitely came up because I see that there is an increase, of some things, and I think it's because they're trying to attract foreigners. You know what I mean? They're trying to attract foreigners. So they're doing a lot of upgrades and things like that. And I guess they're trying to offset the price by increasing it. I mean, offset their spending by increasing the price. Um, but yeah, Ghana is definitely getting a lot of attraction, and I think it has a lot to do with the president opening their doors to Black Americans, Black people to come back home. I know for their return they were saying citizenship. I'm still yet to see that as well. excuse me, one day I'm sure it will come, but not yet. Um, and then, like I said, they're trying to be the number one tourist country in West Africa. So with them doing that, they're definitely trying to cater to the foreigners. So they're gonna go up in price with a lot of things, definitely, because they know that they're coming, especially with this 150,000. Listen, you can read everything with my face, okay? I don't hide it. I don't hide it. Okay, Sherelle says I had to stop converting prices from cities to dollars because when you do that, you mentally think, okay, that's not bad. Then out of nowhere, you spend 500. So yeah, so I tend to only do that when I'm negotiating. Like I'm tending to only pull out my conversion calculator when I'm negotiating to make sure like I'm getting it at a reasonable price and they're not overcharging me. So that's for me like to understand the bargaining and stuff like that, negotiating. But yeah, I try not to do that either, bro. Definitely. Look, Dan want to go ahead and talk some sense now and give people some information that is useful. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the conversion for my people in the States. He is saying that letting lab is 250 cities in East Legon. Now, so Dan, since we talking the same talk now, um, the states is saying that starting November 8th, that if you are a U.S. passport holder and you're not vaccinated, that you must present a negative COVID test within 24 hours. So is this test that you're talking about that's for 250? Is that still within 24 hours? Because I know that the further out that you get the test from, if you just need to go and get a test, it's a lot, more cost effective. It's not as expensive, but closer to needing it faster, it goes up. Jewel, I agree with you on the flawed publication. Accra is the second most expensive city in the world. It's flawed data, and I believe it. Yeah, I don't even believe it. I don't believe it. So you're basically saying that every state or city in the states is more expensive than, or Ghana is more expensive than them. I don't believe it. UK is expensive as hell too. I feel there's a lot more expensive cities for sure. Thank you, girl. See you later. Medase. Okay. Off conversation for the minute. Oh. The driving is really crazy. And I actually have a friend here that is visiting from the States, and he imports cars from the States. And he was asking me, like, was I looking for a car or looking to, get my driver's license here? And honestly, I am really not in no rush at all. I feel like I don't have a lot of patience anyway. And to sit here in traffic in the back seat is already a headache when I'm taking like Uber and Bolt. So I already know this mouth gonna go crazy if I'm sitting in traffic. You know what I mean? But let's talk about traffic because traffic is really bad here. Let me ask you this. Do you think, and people that are also watching as well, do you think that there's traffic in Ghana because the roads are not wide enough, right? Do you think that it's the driving that's causing the traffic? Or do you think it's like accidents? Like, what do you really think it is about the traffic? Like, what is causing the traffic? Because a lot of times when I'm sitting in traffic, ain't shit going on, right? It's either like a light that is like not broken, or people are just like taking their time to drive, or there's a stalled car. I guess there's things that are happening, but I also feel like a lot of times too, I'm sitting in traffic to make a U-turn, right? And I feel like if the government were to make like exits in the road for people just to like take a quick exit, like the motorway. For the motorway, when you're getting off, I know you really don't even know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, like, on the highway, there's different exits, right? That you get off on to go to wherever you're going. Let me tell you, this motorway is literally a straight shoot, right? You just go straight. You just go straight. If you need to go right here, you have to go all the way down to come back around. And you're sitting in traffic to go across the street. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I'm like, I feel like it would make like life so much more easier, when it comes to exits. Exit would make it, I feel like the traffic will go by smoother. I think so. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. Building material in Ghana is expensive, so that's carrying up property taxes. You know, Anthony, let me ask you this. This is really off topic too, but housing in Ghana, like to buy a house, is more expensive than people think. It really is. And that's why a lot of people say that you should go ahead and buy land and then build. Um, but again, I wonder like who are they catering to? Are they catering to foreigners to come by? Because I don't really see a lot of Ghanaian people buying these properties. Like, I don't know. Nappy, who in Ghana is called Nappy? Just run the people. Okay, maybe I missed something. I don't know what this is about, but thank you for your comment. Okay. Um, Dan, let's not go there. Okay, let's not go there. Let's not even go there. Okay. What did I say wrong? Thank you, Madase. Is that not thank you? What did I say wrong? Please. This man. I know there's not a lot of options. One road. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I think maybe because I'm sitting in the back seat, or maybe the drivers don't know, but there are a lot of like dirt roads like that are like not paved yet. There are a lot of people I'm seeing that take like the back roads to like for shortcuts and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, um, and I don't think that Google Maps is going to tell you the back road. You know, they're only going to tell you the main road. Anthony, yes. Listen, okay. So usually I get bored of a state. So I've moved a lot of times when I was in the States, right? And usually I'm there for about 4 years and I continue on to another place. And honestly, like I really do listen, I love Ghana. I love the environment of Ghana. I really do. Ghana is definitely harder than I thought it was gonna be when it comes to like processes of doing things, which is a whole nother conversation. But Rwanda is actually on my list of trying to check out to live in the future. So definitely looking at Rwanda. I'm also looking at Tanzania. My family's Liberian, so maybe Liberia. Um, I thought about Kenya. I have some family that live in Mombasa, but I haven't visited there yet. But I'm definitely open to it. Definitely open to trying other countries in Africa. Okay, why did you act like the victim? AA is not the only black foreigners in Ghana. So honestly, for real, y'all, I don't have time for this man. Like I really don't have time for this man. Like there's other things to talk about, and you ain't talking nothing really. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this: that victim, where? Okay, I feel like I'm talking about as far as this video, the conversation when I'm talking about the $150. Again, you're not. Listen, have you been out of the country? Have you been out of Ghana? Let me ask you that. Have you been out of Ghana? Do you have a passport? Have you taken a COVID test? Do you pay for a COVID test? Okay. Are you vaccinated? Let's talk about it. Okay. Because we're really talking about victims. I feel like, if anything, all foreigners are victims in this case because we're paying $150. Okay. So let's go there. Okay. Victim. I'm African American though. So I'm paying that 150. So it's all of us. Who even said that there's only African Americans in Ghana? Okay. Let me tell you, I'm one of the networking queens here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and continue. Let me go ahead and continue because this goofy over here don't even know what he's talking about. Yes, Kofi, I'm done. Like honestly, I addressed him already. I went back to back. I went back and forth with him more times than I wanted to, but he really is a troll, honestly. And he can stay there. Um okay. Anthony says what's causing the traffic is poor city planning and bad roads in Accra. I think they are working on it now, but it needs to be expeditiously done. Okay, exactly. Because December, if they talking about 150,000 people, people gonna be walking. Okay, it's not gonna make any sense to be sitting in traffic. You know what I mean? 2 hours to get where you're going, maybe even longer. Because even now, when it's not even December yet, even before November, you know what I mean? I'm always sitting in traffic. I'm starting to learn like when to leave and things like that. But traffic's already bad without December being here. So, but I did see some stuff. I did see some construction. I'm trying to think about where I was at. But I really think it's more of the back roads being paved. Um, and it's because foreign businesses are coming and they're paying to pave their, the road. But I don't think the government is doing that. Kofi says Rwanda is the best. Yes, I definitely love Ghana. I love Ghana too. But yeah. A, all of us Africans need to go to all these African countries. I'm deciding between Ghana and Kenya, but it seems like Ghana wasn't as prepared for the influx of people moving so rapidly. So it's going to take some time for them to adjust, seems like. Gerard, I definitely agree with you. And that's one of the things that has been like difficult in a way, right? Because the president made this invitation for people to move to Ghana, Black people, okay, to move to Ghana, and they were saying that you can get citizenship, things like that. But now that I've been here and trying to like open a bank account or get a visa, I'm sorry, not visa, a residency card or a passport, it seems like they haven't gotten there yet. They didn't think that people were going to move as soon. You know what I mean? Like they didn't think people were going to actually do it. And I have heard that by this December, something should be in place for people that have made the transition. Because just to like open a bank account as a foreigner is a process. It is a more than one day, all day process. I'm going to the immigration office and saying, hey, I'm here to apply for citizenship. They're still saying like, well, you have to be here for so many years before you're able to do that. But it's like, but the president said I was welcome. So I think that they definitely should have had things in place prior to, making that announcement. But now that we're here, I think they do make exceptions when it comes to people that are here on tourist visas. They're allowing them to, pay a fees to extend them a little longer, or they are making the process a little easier when it comes to getting a resident permit. But I definitely feel like they weren't ready. They weren't ready. And as more visitors are coming, I don't even know if that's their plan anymore to tell people to come and move here because things are not in place. But I definitely feel like they made the invitation, so they should definitely see it through. Let's see. Mm, okay, yes, I read that. Okay, so yeah, so I'm only gonna be here in a couple minutes more. It's Saturday, so it's time to turn up. So, but I just wanted to go ahead and talk, read some of these comments that I got on my Instagram because I did let my Instagram followers know that I was going to be having this conversation, and I got a lot of different opinions about this $150. But somebody says that vaccinated people should be exempted if they show a proof of vaccination. So I don't really know. I don't know if I agree with that honestly about having people that are vaccinated be exempt just because you can still be a carrier of the virus. I definitely feel like they should show a negative COVID test at least. Um, so there's a girl, I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video with a girl named Krista that actually bought property. She bought a condo here in Ghana in Cantonments, which is one of like the more prestigious money cities, places, towns in Accra. And she actually is selling her condo, right? She was in love with Ghana, and then now she is not interested in Ghana no more. And her comment underneath my post about this video was, she said, scam, scam, scam. I'm over Ghana, and I wish Black Americans would stop going. We are just being exploited. I used to love Ghana, not so much now. And a lot of people in my comments on YouTube, I'm sorry, on Instagram feel the same way. They feel like Black Americans, African Americans are being extorted. They're telling people to come, but they're making, it harder for us to, transition and live here. They're making it harder when it comes to these COVID tests. So she's selling her property. She's over Ghana at this point. She's selling her property. So she is selling her property in cancelments. If you want to see that video, I don't really know how much she's selling it for, but I am going to be doing a video with her soon for her to go ahead and break down exactly what's going on and what happened for her to make this, decision to sell her property after loving it. Somebody also said, I am big mad about this ridiculousness. I have to pay $150 for each family member next month, shaking my head. Somebody also says on Instagram, biggest scam ever. Somebody also says, just like that goofy, it says, if anybody doesn't like it, stay away from their country. It's that simple. Somebody also says the entire country is a scam. I kind of want to show y'all this so y'all don't think I'm just making shit up. Somebody says the entire country is a scam. This is what Krista says. Sorry. This is what Krista says. So that's the one I read already. But yeah, so there's a lot of comments, back and forth. Some people agree, some people don't agree. Some people feel like it's for our protection. Again, I understand taking the test. It's just $150 is a bit much, in my opinion. Um, Somebody also says it is what it is and has been done since the country reopened in 2020. So nothing has changed, right? I'm trying to pay in advance. Okay, they're talking about paying, whatever. Somebody also says I'm okay with it. Got to pay to play sometimes. Vaccinated means nothing if you can still have it and spread it. So far, they've done way better than America, and I agree. Ghana has definitely taken the initiative to kind of stand out when it comes to when people again go into stores. You're having to take your temperature. You know what I mean, before you walk into the store, wear your mask. Wash your hands. I definitely agree with that part. But again, this 150 though. Oh, Jesus, Chale. Okay, Homeland Return Act, I believe, is being worked on in Ghana Parliament. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. I didn't remember what it was called, but yeah, they said that in December, they should have some more information and they'll be able to tell you, like, who qualifies. And you know what? Liberia just did something like that too. They just did something. I gotta look back into that, but they did something where people from like foreigners can go ahead and get citizenship, their U.S. or their Liberian passports. But Homeland, let me write that down. Homeland Return Act. I gotta look more into that. So, Dado, if you want to go ahead and inform me more on it, definitely send me an email because um, I want my Ghanaian passport for so many reasons, right? So many reasons, and right now the number one reason is because of this damn 150. I would save $100 if I had that damn Ghanaian passport. Okay. Um. The plug says it'll take some time to fix the road problems. Cra cra. Cra cra means little, a little. Um, okay, sorry. Goofy. It was a waste of my time to say the whole time. A waste of motherfucking time, just like you. To be honest, I don't think AA should tie down to one country, but they should move around the continent and see what's fit for them. Ghana might be right for you, but it might exactly. And you know what? I agree with that. Honestly, 1,000% agree with that because honestly, I love Ghana, but another country might be a better fit for me for sure, and I'm open to it. Like I said, after 4 years, we'll see where I am. Maybe I'll be pregnant in Ghana with some kids. Maybe I'll have some Kofis and Yaos running around here. Maybe, very big maybe. But yeah. Um, and if you can't afford the visit, okay. So Anthony also says, and if you can't afford to visit before making the big move, you shouldn't. Definitely for sure. If you're gonna move to Ghana or Africa, if you should move anywhere, you should definitely visit it um, before you actually take that leap and move to that country. But yeah, I want to go ahead and let y'all know because a lot of people have been asking me. I am hosting a webinar December 4th, giving you 10 different unique ideas of different businesses that you can do here in motherfucking Ghana. Okay. There's a lot of things I have noticed here, being here a year. There's so many opportunities for businesses that I feel like people don't talk about. So I am hosting a masterclass to give you some business ideas and problems that I've noticed, and then you'll also get the solutions of business ideas. So if you're interested in that, please email me at info@Candid Jewel. You can also hit me up on my Instagram as well. But if you're interested, I'm telling you, there's so much money here. So like for me myself, I've seen that customer service is an issue here, right? It definitely is an issue here. And after doing my research and things, the only thing I can really see as a business opportunity to take my skills that I've had in the States was to start a consulting firm, a customer service consulting firm. So what I've been doing here now is training staff on customer service, problem solving here in Ghana. And but what I've noticed with that as well is, a lot of Ghanaian companies, they don't feel like customer service is important. They're kind of like, if you don't like it, you ain't got to come here. Like a lot of Ghanaians as well about, people that don't like the country. But so I'm actually working with companies that know that customer service is already important. So I decided to go ahead and start this consulting agency and working with the people that I don't have to change their mind. You know what I mean? Changing the mindset of people, especially here in Ghana, is not easy. And I don't plan to be the one to do that. So that's a business opportunity right there. If you want to change the mindset of these Ghanaian business owners, that's definitely opportunity. But there's so many opportunities. If you're interested, you know how to reach out to me. Let's see, Anthony. I'm not sure if this is shading Ghana. Okay, I don't even know. I ain't gonna go there because I don't know what's going on. Um, but yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for joining me. Until next time, okay. Remember to create your own path and say it motherfucking loud, okay? Candid and proud. Medase.